Right, remember. Shake the controller to remove camouflage. He's sneaking around, so I figured it would be appropriate to, go to a more classic Snake look. There's Vamp and Naomi. And that big helicopter. We know whose helicopter that is. It's Liquid's. And once again, as a reminder, we're going to see it in a future game. I'll point out when.
It's Vamp.
I'll tell you later. It'll be okay. Hey, look! There's a Mark II.
And they're taking Naomi away.
And look, remember I mentioned the, switching the shoulder firing position? I pointed that out for a reason, because he actually does use that in gameplay. Sorry, in a cutscene as well as in gameplay.
Wait now, before we're interrupted again.
We don't know what will happen. Remember the last time.
I'm willing to make a few sacrifices.
As you wish. We'll begin shortly.
Oh. Well, he's definitely talking to Liquid Ocelot. Look how good of a shot Snake is also. Look at that. Shot him right in the exact same place where Raiden accidentally shot him before. I love that he spins around and catches the phone, though. That's great. Ah! But he's Vamp. What, did you think shooting him in the head would do anything? Hey, I'm going to turn, like, the volume down here because there's going to be a lot of shooting and explosions.
Again. We'll use his blood. It could get intense. Brace yourselves. Shots, all of you.
Yes, sir.
Here's another thing I like to quote a lot. I'll be taking a nap. I used to say that when I would take a nap back in the day. I didn't pirouette around and grab my cell phone, though. We can also just barely hear some mooing. This game needs a volume slider for the machine guns. It really just... Oh my god, they're so loud. And I get it, it's a gun, it's loud, but like, ugh. Oh, and we know that sound too. That's the nanomachine noise. That's the noise when someone's messing with your nanomachines. And see, now I've got some newer nanomachines. So they're messing with me, much like they did before. Oh, look, I can't mash it though. The nanomachines are too strong. There we go. Now we're good. The nanomachines noise, son. Yeah, that's correct.
It's not working. The emotion controls aren't stable enough yet.
Yeah, so they tried to deactivate... Oh, hi! They tried to deactivate Sons of the Patriots again, using a slightly different method. We'll learn what it is later. Yeah! Drift into the Metal Gear! So here's Drebin, who's not taking sides, totally taking our side. Also, like Naomi, why did you go with them if you were just going to go with us anyway? Why? What? Whatever. Drebin's cool. At least he's cool. Yeah! Oh, look. Yeah, he can still do that. He can still just kind of do that. Because she's dumb. I mean, you said it, not me.
Need a lift? Grabbing.
No, I need an Uber. Who's shooting that? Is it like automated?
Jump!
I thought you were gonna catch me. This whole cutscene is pretty cool.
It's gonna be a bumpy ride.
And again, Drebin's just... I love him, man. He's so cool. He gets stuff done in very Drebin ways. Like, he's drifting. He has drifted so many times with this. It's great.
Okay.
Thanks?
Thanks.
She literally said thanks. I forgot. She literally thanked the weird little monkey. He loves it. He loves when people drink his soda. Oh, by the way, just casual, by the way, a lot of people forget about this part or didn't play this far. Zombies. We got nanomachine zombies. Casual nanomachine zombies in this game. It's not even subtle either. They are literally zombies. Hey, this part's going to be real loud. I'm going to turn it down a little bit more because it's real loud. All right, so here's another fun thing to know is that we're playing non-lethal. So I have to do this non-lethal. And it's not impossible. It's really not. We are going to use some stun grenades. And let's see. Now, we didn't technically get it yet in the game, but there is a weapon that's going to help me out a lot in this sequence, and it is this right here. It is an anti-material rifle. If you remember my playthrough of the maid uniform and machine gun, I questioned if the anti-material rifle holds the answers I seek. Well, in this case, yes, it does. So yeah, they're just zombies. We can't kill them, though, because it does count as a kill. And also, remember how I said we're never going to see powered armors in the main game? Well, yeah, we're not. We're going to see them only in this sequence, weirdly enough. Literally only in this sequence. So they work to an extent as an enemy type. Same thing with the zombies. But we only fight them here, and it's weird because if you notice, there's no reason why... I know. I'm opening up the path, Otacon. Let me use this. There's no reason why these enemies shouldn't work just fine. Excuse me. Oh yeah, we get infinite ammo here also. Whoops! Just like in MGS3, where we got infinite ammo when doing the whole Eva chase. Yeah, flashbang warning. It's kind of the only way to do this part, non-lethal. I apologize. There's no way around it. Did I mention I don't particularly like the scripted shooter sequences? So yeah, the zombies can even climb up here and directly interact with us. So it's weird that we never fight the powered armor or the zombies in normal gameplay. The engine clearly supports it, but no, scripted shooter. Take a scripted shooter. We gotta beat the 360, I guess. The kids love the Gears of War. Oh, sweet gecko. So this is part of what makes this so difficult and frustrating. The game wants me to use the mounted gun here, but there's way too much risk for collateral damage, so we got to use much more precise weaponry. This is also the first... Oh, hi. This is the first time we're fighting Gecko in the game. Scoot. Yeah. I'm aware. I see him. No, don't. Don't do that. No, don't. Hey, come on with the roundhouse kicks. It's very cool, but it's very destructive. You should really stop. Hey, you want to see something great? You know what else comes in handy here? Not that, because we're not even going to hit anything with it. Chaff grenades, but look, we get unlimited here. So let's just kind of throw a couple over here, a couple over there. All right, so now the gecko, they're really dumb. They can't do anything against us. It's neat. Again, this scene is going to, this sequence is going to have a scene where the gecko do come off as quite threatening. Why can you do that? Why can you do that? Oh my god. No, stop that. You're supposed to be... Oh dear, this is not going well. This is not going well. This isn't going well one bit, actually. This is supposed to be going much, much better. Maybe I should switch to this and just kind of hope for the best. See, that's the problem, is these idiots get right in front of it. It's a very frustrating sequence. I think we checkpoint a couple times, though, so that's nice. We'll definitely need it. Look at Snake's little surfing stance here. Yeah, okay, we get checkpoints. All right, all right. There's some of the best turret sections of... These are some of the best turret sections of the era, because at least things move around dynamically and the score is well paired with the actions. That's correct, yes. But there's a reason why we killed the turret section as a concept. That is also correct. Hey, look, that thing there just so happens to have the acronym MGS, and it's really funny. What is it, like mobile gun something? I can't remember. Mounted.
Snake, shoot the gate.
I can't remember. So this is where we were before. This is the power station. We gotta do something about Metal Gear Solid. It's true. Okay, we did something about Metal Gear Solid. And yeah, like you said, the music's exciting. There's a lot going on. It's not bad. It's just, this is a... Oh, that door made the same noise that the Shagohod made when we shot missiles at the treads. It's just nowhere... This is nowhere near as fun to me as the goofy sneaking we were doing before. But it is exciting. I mean, like, it's not bad. It's just... It's not particularly what I want in my video game about being a sneaky boy. I think we have to look backwards at this point. Where are they? Where are you? There they are. Yep, so this part's cool. This is the part to me that's cool. Is I love Gecko. I think they're super rad. And they're really scary here because... Oops! Yeah, this is cool, you know? Action movie, car chase going on. There's a lot of good here. It's just, if this was the only scripted shooter sequence, I think I would be kinder. But we're not done with these yet. We will not be done with these for a while. But this part's cool. This part's cool because you get to see these things absolutely haul ass. And it's legitimately a little frightening. And I think it does a good job of making you go, holy hell, I know they're going to make me fight these on foot at some point, and I really don't want to because, my God, they're kind of like terrifying. Oh, that's a missile. Okay, it didn't hit me. That's good. It's certainly better than the than a very similar sequence that's in Resident Evil 5 that came out around the same time. Anyway, we did it! We just barely scraped by with the smallest amount of health possible, but that's fine. It's not too long either. It doesn't really wear out its welcome, unless you've played the game 37 times, but who would do something that crazy? Oh yeah, I think I can raise the volume again a little bit now. Hopefully. I'm going to take a risk here and do a flashback.
Come on, Naomi. Stay with me.
In a second that it might break the recording. I hope it doesn't. Yeah, who would play this game multiple times? I don't know. Who would do such a thing and be filled with trivia and specifically want to do a new game plus? I might be the only person who has done like a full playthrough new game plus format like this, because most people don't. Look, I'm going to press the button. Hopefully it doesn't break everything. Look, it looks like that picture that he has inside. Okay, it didn't break everything. Thank goodness. I'm still not going to hit those because they're disorienting as all hell. Hello, they're sneaking. They're looking for us. Oh, I thought it was Dante. It's Raiden, and he's back. And he's got a crazy face mask and a big Dante coat. And he's got his high frequency blade, but it's a new model.
Go on, get out of here. Can you move?
Yes.
Can you move? Yeah, immediately sprains her leg. Oh.
Let's go.
I feel like
Here they come!
that's a bad idea. I know it's not easy to move quickly in heels, but I don't know. Hey! Get ready for this sequence. It rules, and it inspired and informed all of the gameplay in Metal Gear Rising. Pretty much everything Raiden does in this cutscene, you can do in Metal Gear Rising. Such as that. This is a thing you can do. Can't do this one. But pretty much everything else can be done. Look how cool he is. Look, you all hated Raiden. Now he's super cool. Yeah, we didn't hate Raiden because of Raiden. We hated Raiden because MGS2 has weird pacing and Rose isn't great and their relationship sucks. Anyway, this... You can do this in Metal Gear Rising. That's why we're going to play it next. It just... 4 into Rising flows better than 4 Peace Walker Rising, I think. Look at him! He's flipping around like crazy. Look at this! You do that in Metal Gear Rising. Also, I'm pretty sure this is the inspiration for Kazunari Tsubasa from the Senkizetshu Sinful Gear series. Tsurugi-da. See, it's appropriate because we did find... Last time we saw Raiden was in MGS2. And the first time we saw Nanamizuki in this series was in MGS2. Anyway. Yeah. He can Hulk out like Saldus.
Snake.
He flips around like Gray Fox.
Protect you.
Now he's gonna protect us. And he's gonna do it really well, because, man, they made those geckos seem scary as shit. And he's just tearing through them. I love this shot. Just the confused gecko. Why is that not a reaction gif? It feels like it should be. It's just so silly.
I'm setting the chopper down at the market square. Hurry!
Naomi, go on ahead.
Alright. So this is a weird section of the game that's about to get real loud again. I'm going to turn it down. I'm going to turn it down because it gets real loud. So what you're meant to do here is just run for it. But look, oh my god, civilians! Just regular humans. They're not militia, they're not PMC, they're just dudes. And we're just in like this little marketplace. Oh yeah, right. Hey, try to not die. So we got the bandana and we got chaff grenades. So I can just make the gecko go berserk. And then I can just, you're not going berserk enough, buddy. Yeah. We get a little bit of a Drebin point bonus for doing this. But the reason you might want to spend some extra time here is, for one, it's just weird. Again, it's, oh look, chicken. Hey, Chicky. Chicken's back. It's just such a bizarre sequence. There's a lot of destructible environments here. You can see the gecko are just going to crash through everything. Otacon's never going to shut up. They really want you to know that you're not supposed to be doing what I'm doing. But I don't care about that. We're gonna do it. We're gonna have some funsies. Cause look, you can go back here. You can get some I think that's like the Carl Gustav. Like a little tiny, oh look at that chicken. Little single shot recoilless missile launcher thing. Yeah, he's not gonna shut up. But then there's a funny area. Whoop! That's not it. It might be this one? Yes, it might be, oh no, guinea pig. Yes. Grandma, get out of here. Alright. So I think it's here. There's no time limit or anything here either, by the way. So this is funny. Because if I remember correctly... Oh? I thought it was here. Basically, there's just a place... Oh, it might be right here. I know there's a place related to this particular pathway where gecko just infinitely spawn in. And again, you're not supposed to do this and realize that, well, if I use this hyper strong weapon, I can chump out gecko in like 2 shots. You know, they're supposed to be a little scarier than this. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's here. I think it's here. So it's not a particularly great place to farm for Drebin points. There's much better ways to. Yeah, I think it's right here because I saw another man falling down. Another gecko falling down. Yep, here he is. You know, it's a good place, though, to test out some weapons. Because we did before take a look at where is it? Yes, the Patriot. And let's also take a look at one of these. There we go. So we don't get the M63, but we do get an M60, which is more... You've probably seen this more than an M63. And we can customize the shit out of this thing. We can give it a dot sight. I don't like that. Just feels wrong to me. We can give it a foregrip again. Not really my thing. Laser sight, why not? Flashlight, sure, I guess. I don't really particularly need any of these for the M60, but, you know, we could. Now, the Patriot, not the best at fighting these things. Eventually it'll get the job done. Oh! M60, much better. We can see we shot this gecko in the legs enough that it fell over. And you can hear that Snake does a bit of a yell when firing this. It's nowhere near as good as the one from Snake Eater. Might also want to check out... What if we like actually picked up in the game? Yep, here's this little doodad, but the Javelin's a lot cooler, as is the Stinger. So let's use the Stinger. Yep, again, not the best. The anti-material rifle really is the best way to deal with them. But you can see, you can fire it over the shoulder. Whoops! You can fire it in... Excuse me, first person. The Javelin's pretty interesting, though, because you can kind of, like, steer the missiles. Let's just eat some noodles. And we can also... Oh! Oh! Okay, okay, I got the message. I got the message. We get it. We get it. They're getting tired of us. They're getting tired of us. Yeah, you're a little camera shy. You don't want your picture taken. I understand. Okay, okay, we'll move on. Let's just throw a chaff grenade to make it just a tiny bit easier.
Hurry up and get to the chopper.
Yep, get to the chopper. And here's a little bit of a gecko jump scare. Yep, he always jumps right down there, and make sure you roll. Yeah, you saw it. Snake got hit there. It's very funny. Oh. All right, let's turn the volume up so you can hear these fools.
Sorry. I'm a little busy right now.
Oh, this is adorable.
Thank you.
Oh, don't look up your skirt. No, stop that, you two.
Don't forget the Mark II.
Such a little guy.
Take care of this. Otacon, get us out of here.
Where's Raiden?
Still fighting.
Look, it's Otacon and Snake in a helicopter, and Raiden's having a little fight over here. It's kind of like in MGS2 when we fought the Harrier. A little bit, I guess. I don't know. Vamp's here. There's Metal Gears. I think you're supposed to... Like, I think it's supposed to invoke that? I don't know. So anyway, kids, here's where aura farming was born. Is these two. We used to call it comparing E-Peens back in the day, you know. Look, there's the DSR. Good thing we picked it up from that Haven Trooper. Stab. He loves it. He loves penetrating other men with his knife. And his penis. Remember, he's a bisexual. You don't discriminate. Ew. Like, don't lick it. Might notice that Raiden's blood is white. There are reasons for that.
You too. immortal.
No. I just don't fear death.
That gets quoted a lot. That you could do in Metal Gear Rising. Look at these two. They're just trying to outstyle each other. Vamp could have just, like, crouched regular, but no, he was doing a wacky little dance there. Oh, the music that's about to play here is actually the sneaking music for the next act. This music. So it's odd that it gets used for this fight scene. Every time Metal Gear's being a big action movie or like, you know, top 10 anime fights of all time, it really is at its peak. I say that a lot, and I know it. Look at that cool dodge. Look at this cool dodge. Staple your foot to the ground? I don't think so. Let me eject all of these knives. Except for that one, I'm using it as a foot knife that I'm going to stab into your chest. Like, what an inspired action scene. Directed by the man who directed Twin Snakes. That's right, they brought him back. Twin Snakes, not a besmirchment at all of the franchise. Look at that Dante action he does there. Yeah, I don't think it's... Oh, this becomes a move in Rising too. Part of your combo. I genuinely think it's not that, like, I'm dumb and I don't get the heady, like, smart stuff in this series. I think it's just that it does the action better than it does the smart stuff. I think the smart stuff, pirouette on your chest, river dance, more like, I don't know. I can't, river sticks dance because you're dead. Anyway. Yeah, I think just, oh man. I think when Metal Gear is a big action scene, like, look at this nonsense. What is even happening? It's so cool. I am so much more engaged when these two freaks are, oh yeah, look, he's got the Yoshimitsu move. I'm so much more engaged when this stuff is happening than when people are reiterating how nanomachines or genes or Patriot AIs work. This is peak Metal Gear right here. Just two dudes grabbing each other. One's technically naked, the other doesn't have a shirt on. Gotta love it. Penetrating each other mutually. What's more Metal Gear than that?
The one to finally finish me.
Do either of them have to do anything they do in this scene? No, but it's appreciated. Exactly, you get it. You see the vision. You understand. It's awesome that Raiden got the Raiden action game after MGS4. Where's the Vamp action game, dude? Gotta put it in slowly when you're finished, you know. Makes sex look like a church. Oh my god.
You okay? Fine.
Careful of that sheath. Don't want to bonk anyone.
You're...
Not a fan of cyborg ninjas? You know, cause Frank. We remember what happened to Frankie.
Boss, she got away. Are you sure about this?
It's all part of the plan.
The test was a failure, even with his code.
As I feared, it's not pure enough. We need all of
You're
it.
being awfully cryptic, but it's pretty obvious what you're talking about.
Nothing salvageable remains.
I can't complain.
Our only remaining option is to secure the original.
I can be cryptic too.
It's only a matter of time.
But see, I'm like a man who pretends to be a vampire. You expect it from me anyway.
I need you here too, Vamp.
So this, again, Raiden has some white blood. And so that's kind of like a removed plot point from MGS2, where originally the reason why Vamp was like... Oh, Jesus.
What do you mean?
The nanomachines in his body cause his wounds to close. And
Basically, he needed nanomachine
rate.
blood to stay
Someone
alive.
took the basic nanomachine technology I once researched and perfected it. In a sense, I'm responsible for Vamp.
Yeah, you're responsible for a lot of things. Also, though, I mean, yeah, Vamp's crazy. Oh, here we go.
Monster into this world. And
Oh, you also have nanomachines keeping you alive. So Raiden, I mean, he needs some maintenance done to him a little bit here, but yeah, 3 immortal characters right here while Snake is dealing with his own mortality. It's a little weird.
he needs
I
a blood
think just
transfusion. No,
narratively,
infusion of artificial blood.
isn't that a little weird to have the main character, you know,
Snake.
facing their own mortality, and you've got,
Europe.
you know, I don't know.
Go meet Big Mama.
Big Mama, we remember that name. It's like this game introduces problems and then has the solution right there, and then does nothing with it. It's like, okay, Naomi, you made the nanomachines that made Vamp immortal, and you have nanomachines that are making you effectively immortal, and you're telling us you can't do anything for us, Naomi? I don't know about that. Anyway, hey, we got a whole lot of alerts. We got like 20 alerts more than we had before. That's fine. Still no kills, though. And still no continues. That's the most important thing. And of course, yes, we're using special items, but it's fine. It's fine.